I don't know how to start a video, but I'm Hootless, and this is sort of a short video where I'm going to try to explain my new rating system that I have devised for a series that I'm going to try to do where I actually review games, not just play them and, do stupid shit in them. So, essentially, every game that I review will receive two scores. A subjective score, which is how I feel the game sort of rates up according to a scale, from 0 to 5 stars. With, towards 0 being terrible, no redeeming qualities at all, 5 being a perfect game, and 3 being, like, a perfectly average game. Like, it could be good, better, it could be worse, but it's not really good or bad. And then the second score is sort of a more objective or mechanical rating system, where I break it down into 4 categories, which are sound design, graphic design, gameplay, and settings depth. And I sort of rate different parts of the game, and then I compile the scores, take an average, and then convert it from a 10-star system to a 5-star system. So I'm gonna sort of break down how the mechanical rating system works. You don't really need the subjective one broken down because that's just how I feel about the game. Both of these scores I feel are more accurate, but it just comes down to whether you want to, sort of take my opinion for things, or if you want to see how I feel it rates up, even if I don't particularly like it. Most of the time the games are probably going to be about the same scores, and that's fine. It's just sort of a way to delineate. So anyways, the mechanical rating categories are sound design, which includes UI noises, sound effects, music, voice acting. Voice acting is part of sound design. Graphic design is not so much the overall quality of the graphics, but more like how internally consistent the graphics are with each other. So, if it looks good internally and the graphics are internally consistent across the board, not really switching up all over the place, and that every game will probably get a good score on this. Next up is gameplay, which is essentially about the core game loop, how engaging the gameplay is, how fun the gameplay is. And then settings depth is something that most people probably wouldn't rate as highly, but I do. And that sort of breaks down into what resolutions are available, what degree of control you have over audio and graphics, and how much you can do key binary mapping. So that's kind of how that breaks down. And then, like I said, I rate each of those out of 10, and then I average the scores all together, do a little weighting. Not really much weighting, it's pretty much equal weights. But then I round to the nearest point on the 10-point system, and then I convert it to a 5-star system, and that's the final score. So both are 0 to 5 stars. That's pretty much it. I'll try not to ramble too much longer. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this review series. I don't know how long I'm going to do it, or how good it's going to be. Most of them will probably be pretty short because I won't actually be playing the game. I'll just have played it beforehand and then pretty much give my scores, explain the breakdown for the scores and why I rated it that way, and that's it. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys all next time.